What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Casper Chronicles. It's your boy Casper, and today we have a ZOODIAC TRIBRIGADE deck ZOOBRIGADE deck profile for you guys that just so happened to give me my very first invite to the Invitational. I'm not entirely sure yet when the Invitational is, but I wanted to share this deck with you guys and share some of the changes that I would make for the Invitational should I decide to play this. And also, if you guys see something that you would recommend that I could change, please do let me know down in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get right into it. See, we'll do the main deck first, right? So for the ZOODIAC stuff, right, I played 2 Whiptail, 1 Ram, and 1 Rat. That's it. That's the only ZOODIAC. Aside from the 1 Barrage and I guess the 3 Tinky. I did find myself siding out 1 Whiptail a lot, so I might honestly just consider cutting the zoo package down to 3 because I do have Barrage. I also have 3 Tinkies, which can search any of my zoo monsters or Fractal. However, I do like having the option for the extra Whiptail because I have a target to dump with Rat. That's not it's not awful, and I still have another one to play. So that cutting this one down is kind of iffy. Ram, I made it one time, but I mean it wasn't really fully impactful. Rat, oh my goodness, this card is really good in this deck. I do like the ability to dump a card, right? And you want to fill your graveyard so that way you have fodder to banish for your TRIBRIGADE monsters to basically turbo out some Morg or your Link 4 to have the non-targeting banish. So yeah, Rat was pretty good this tourney. Onto the TRIBRIGADE monsters, right? So we played 3 Fractal. This is your starter. This one you want to see in your hand no matter what, or a way to get to Fractal like Tenki, right? 2 Cuirass. This card is really good with the next card in tandem with Kit, right? You discard Kit to special this, and then you get the Kit effect to dump to grave, right? Which 99% of the time you're gonna dump Rendezvous to the grave to protect the barrier statue as long as it's or the Samorg as long as it's linked. So this is really good. I do like to do this a lot. We also played 2 Nerval. Nerval is kind of iffy, but I mean, I feel like if I'm playing two Kit, I should play 2 Nerval, right? Or if Nerval is essential, but it's not very good to open with. I mean, you can still kind of combo off with if you open Nerval, but it's not ideal, and it's very hand dependent in order for you to turbo out your Samorg and do the shenanigans, like the barrier statue shenanigans, right? And yeah, that's the TRIBRIGADE lineup. It's all kind of personal preference as to like what your TRIBRIGADE lineup you want it to be, along with your zoo lineup. Your zoo lineup could be smaller or bigger than mine. It's entirely up to you, right? So for some more targets, we played the 1 Apex and the 1 Barrier. Self-explanatory. Golly, you keep bumping that. Hand traps. So we played 3 Phantasme. Phantasme is an absolute must in this format. I feel because literally any deck, except for control decks, any deck goes into links. And this is just a way to fix your hand. Like say you open both of your Nervals or something with a Fractal. I mean, it's kind of hard to dump something to grade to search something when you have both of your searchers that add to hand in your hand, and your opponent links them. It's cool. Shuffle one of them back and draw some fresh cards. You know, I do like Phantasme a lot. 3 Ash. That's kind of the same thing. Like Ash, I feel is necessary. It's not really necessary, but it does hit everything in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes Ash can potentially be enough to end your opponent's turn if their hand is really bad and they have one play, you know. So I mean, Ash is a thing. You can Ash Shaddoll Fusion. You can Ash Red Eyes Fusion. You can look at that. You can even Ash Phantasme, right? So I mean, Ash can hit something in basically every day. Ash definitely hits Samorg, which sucks. But yeah, at 3 Ash, I like it at 3. It's probably always going to be in every deck that I play. And then for the final hand trap, Drone Lockbird. This was very underwhelming. I mean, I didn't play against any Shaddoll Invoked variants. I didn't really play against anything that was really good, that Drone Lockbird was good against. You know, so this will probably come out for like 2 Lancia or something different. I'm not entirely sure yet. But that's the hand trap lineup. Moving on to the spells. So, I mean, I guess depending on your view of everything, droplets could be to potentially a pseudo hand trap, but not really from your hand. You know what I'm saying? This card is really good. I played it like maybe twice, but like you have to have it, you know. Like, I mean, Dark Ruler's good sometimes, but I mean, it's just kind of situational, you know. Like, I could Dark Ruler my opponent's board, but then like I can't beat over a 3K body unless I go into the Link 4 to banish it, or unless I go into Zeus. Right, or I'd have to go into Trident, but I mean, Zeus or Trident require me to have a ZOODIAC monster. So if all I have are TRIBRIGADE monsters, my main out is the Link 4 TRIBRIGADE monster. So I mean, if I don't have enough fodder to get there, Dark Ruler's kind of dead. And the having of the attack is way easier to get over a lot of things. Yeah, it doesn't negate everything, but you know, cool. I can half and beat over him with some Morg, and you know, bring out the barrier statue, or bring out Big Bird to have a negate on the field. You know what I'm saying? So droplets, I feel, is necessary in this deck. We have 3 Tinky and the 1 Barrage. The Tinky is just like the bridge between the TRIBRIGADE and the ZOODIAC cards. You can search any of those. You can search Fractal from the TRIBRIGADEs, or obviously any of the Zoo monsters. And then Barrage, just, you know, destroy something on the field, like Tinky, for example, right? If you activate Tinky to search Fractal, right? And then you have Barrage. You can Barrage destroy this because the extra 100 never really comes up that often, right? And like you could destroy the Tinky, get a plus, like get a ZOODIAC monster on the board, so that way you can make like a Trident or something, and still have a follow-up for next turn. Like you can still destroy Barrage next turn and have another Zoo play, you know, like maybe make Zeus, who knows, right? That's it for those. And then the 1-ups, the TRIBRIGADE Rendezvous, the one that you always dump off of kit. This card also has a thing where you can boost, you can target any number of linked monsters, linked wing beasts, linked beast warrior, beast warrior, or wing beast monsters, right? And boost them all by 700. So a lot of, like, sometimes, you know, like you could literally make some more. And if all you do with special, you just have your normal summon and you open the barrier statue, normal the barrier statue, have this set, and then end phase some more can bring out Apex, right? So you have a negate and you have this set, right? And bring out the barrier in attack position and kind of make your opponent think that, oh, you know, like they made a mistake. They can they can, like, I can attack over it, right? And then you flip Rendezvous, and then it kills their monster, and then they cry. But moving on, the other one of Airborne Assault, I never saw it. This can be another cheesy way, right? Like I said, you can have some Morg and Dryden on the board. You can use it or I mean, honestly, you can target some Morg too. You can Airborne Assault, target some Morg, and special out the barrier statue, or yeah, special out the barrier statue, and then during the end phase, you can bring out Apex Avion as well. This card is absolutely ridiculous. I do like it. It's probably going to stay just because the new Link 2 is coming out soon. And Lightning Overdrive in like 2 weeks, I think. Right? So this is probably going to stay because then it becomes searchable. So, yeah. And then, you know, one Feather Duster. I want to have a main deck out to Mystic Mine, because Mystic Mine is awful. Again, like we can't do anything about Mystic Mine. So yeah, that's really it for the spells. Moving on to the traps, there's a little bit heavier of a trap lineup here. We have the 2 Dino-Miscus. This is like another out to Mystic Mine, or I mean another out to just any problematic card that can't be destroyed by card effects, but you can banish it. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, another cheesy way to out stuff and banish stuff. And also, if you do this and you discard a Tri-Brigade monster like Kit or Nerval, you get the effects from the Tri-Brigade monsters, which is absolutely insane. Then we have 2 strike. I kind of want to play 3, but at the same time, like I didn't really see it very often, like to where I came up like, man, I really wish I had a 3rd strike. So I mean, it is possible to play an additional strike. Just we got to make some room, like some places. But I mean, with a strike, if you open ZOODIAC to make Dryden and back it up with a strike, and or have the barrier statue up protecting it with 2 strikes, good luck. Your opponent must be has to have like 3 ways, at least 2 ways to get through these before, well, and through the wind lock or whatever if you have the barrier statue, or a pop with your Dryden, right? So yeah, the strike is pretty strong. 2 Revolt. I do like this. It's just kind of situational where, say you don't have really very much fodder in the grave for Revolt, it's dead. I mean, I would consider cutting it to 1, but it's too good to not have it not have at least at 2, right? I mean, an argument can be made. You can play Trap Trick in this deck, and I mean, you could bring out this, or you can bring out a Dino-Miscus, right? But I don't see a need for Trap Trick yet. I mean, maybe, who knows? Like, if we cut down the hand trap lineup a little bit, we can maybe play more traps, cut down the spells a little bit, right? I don't know yet. And then finally, for the 40th card, we play the Imperial Order. I used this like 1 time, and it got banished out of Cyclone because they changed Cyclone to my activating Imperial Order. So yeah, it lasted like not even a turn. It immediately got banished, and yeah. I would probably play Called by the Grave instead of this, or another strike, or another Dino-Miscus, or, you know, just another trap in general. I'm not entirely sure yet, but this is probably going to go on the side, if anything. So that's it for the main deck. Let's move on to the extra deck here real quick. We're just going to kind of breeze through the rest of this, so this video is not extremely long. All right, so for the Link Force, the 2 Shurag, the Ominous Omen, this card is nuts. Revolt, to bring you usually want to use Revolt to bring this out, right? To protect the non-targeting banish from being negated, right? So like this could be Chainlink 1, And then like if you revolt back like Kit, Nerval, and 2 other Beast Warrior Wing Beast monsters, right? Like you immediately link someone with all 4, go into him. So this would be Chainlink 1. Like say you need a search, Nerval Chainlink 2, and then Kit Chainlink 3. So that way you block the banish and you block the search. And who cares if they want to ash the Kit, go ahead, do your thing. This card is stupid. And then if he leaves the field, you can add a monster, a Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monster, with up to the amount of with a level up to the amount of monsters that are banished, like Beast Warrior, Wing Beast monsters that are banished. You can add like Fractal or something if you have like 4 banished because of him or something, you know. So I mean, I like it a lot. It might go to 3. I've really considered putting it at 3, but for right now we just play it at 2. 2 other Link 4s that I never made. Access Code, I always want to play this because it's really easy to make with the Link 3 Tri-Brigade, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Appaloosa, I don't know. It's probably going to come out for something different. I'm not entirely sure what yet, though. Yeah, Appaloosa is probably going to come out, and Access Code will stay. I never made either of these, but I made multiple of these multiple times. All right. Link 3s, of course. You got to play the Simorgh. It's your one of your win conditions, right? And then the Link 3 Tri-Brigade. It came up sometimes. I have considered playing the Link 3 like Raid Raptor Eagle thing. I can't think of its name right now. Like Desert Doom Eagle or something like that. I'm not sure what the actual name of the card is. If you know, please let me know down in the comments. But I've definitely considered swapping this out for that Eagle thing, because that's a shuffle something from the graveyard back in the deck and kind of disrupt your opponent that way. Versus this, you can just special summon something on your opponent's turn. I mean, when it leaves the field, your opponent's monsters lose I think like 300 attack for each monster you control, right? Sure. Okay. But that's it for the Link 3s. We're probably going to play the other one over the Tri-Brigade Link monster. Link 2s. Harpy Conductor, Ferjit, and Ancient Warriors. Harpy Conductor, this is just if you like special Cuirass and you have your graveyard full. Instead of banishing 3 for your just to hard make this some more, like you can banish 2, bring this out, and then get rid of the Cuirass and go into the Simorgh. Or this is mainly in here just in case you don't have like a winged beast to go into Simorgh with. Right, Ferjit, I never made her the entire day. She's really good though. She leaves the field. You draw one, put one to the bottom, and then she can also special Tri-Brigade or a Beast Warrior Wing Beast monster from your hand, which can come up in situations. But like I said though, I never made her. Oath. This card is absolutely bonkers. You can still make it with a Tri-Brigade monster and banishing 2 from your grave to special him, right? Even when you're under the Berry Social, because he is a wind. And you can use his effect, target, like say a Tanky that's dead, bounce that Tanky to hand and bounce something else your opponent has back to their hand, right? And then you could even get use out of Tanky again. Say you bounced the Tanky, right? And then for the final link of this Almirash, this is just, you know, to get Nerval off the field or Kit to kind of get your stuff rolling a little bit here. And this is chosen over what is it, Linkaribo, because if you make this in the extra monster zone, say you special like Cuirass or something like that, you can tribute this card to activate its effect and protect Cuirass, just to free up your link zone, so that way some more can go up here and like it can point to the barrier statue, so your opponent can't target or destroy Simorg or your barrier statue. All right, but that's it for the links. Moving on to the ZOODIAC stuff here. Borbo for just a way to make Zeus. You can hard make Farigite with this. This is situational, I guess. You can just attach extra material to Trident. Of course, Trident, and finally Zeus. Right, Zeus. For whatever reason, every time I make this card, I get Nibiru'd, no matter what. Like I can never not make Zeus without getting Nibiru'd. But on the bright side, right? So if I attack direct with Borbo, right, and then I just lay like this, and then Zeus on top, right, and then there's obviously a ZOODIAC monster underneath. They Nibiru me, cool. If I have Revolt in hand, you just loaded up my graveyard for the Link 4. Come here. Right, so I mean it's okay sometimes if you get Nibiru'd like on summoning the Zeus, but I mean it kind of sucks that literally the 2 times I made it, I got Nibiru'd both times, so I didn't really get to sit pretty on the two board wipe Zeuses. All right, and then finally the side deck, right? So real quick, just. Artifact Lancia, 3 Nibiru, 2 Alpha, 1 Prank, 1 Drone Lockbird. So Lancia, I made a lot, or I used a lot, which is why it's probably gonna go in the main deck over Drone Lockbird. Nibiru always went in against, you know, pretty much everything, but I don't see a need to main it right now. Alpha is just purely going second, so if I know I'm going second, like these 2 for sure go in just because there's synergy. But Prankertops, I never really sided in. Like I could have, I guess, but I really saw no need for it. Like anything that Prankertops can do, I can do with Alpha as well, right? Like Alpha is my out to Winda. Like that's totally. Technically, so is Prankertops, but Alpha can bounce Winda versus Prankertops has to enter battle phase and swing over Winda, because Winda can't be destroyed by card effects, right? So that's the thing. And then of course, you know, like the third roll, just in case like I came across like a really heavy searcher and I really wanted to see Droll and Lockbird, and like I wanted to have the third available to me, right? So for the spells and traps, right? So we played 2 Twin, 1 Called By, and 2 Judgment. Twin was okay. It wasn't overwhelming, but it really wasn't underwhelming. I made it, or I sided it in like maybe twice. And it came up like 1 or 2 times. So I mean, it is a very strong possibility to remain in the side. However, Called by the Grave is a very good Yu-Gi-Oh card, and it's probably going to end up in the main deck, to be honest. I just thought, you know, no one's going to really main Lancia against me, you know, as well as everyone else that helped me build this deck, and we'll talk about them towards the end here. Yeah, like Called by the Grave is probably going to go in the main deck for sure. Judgment, this card is gonna go to 3 in the side deck. I mean, an argument can be made to put these in place of strike, or play like 2 strikes, 2 judgments. But I mean, I want to play 40. You know, I don't want to play 42. So this will go to the main deck, and the 3rd Judgment will probably come in here. And then the 2 Lancia will go in for the Drolls. And then the 2 Drolls in the main deck will go in the side deck. But yeah, Judgment is really, really strong, because I got evenly matched like 3 times today. Well, not today, cheapers. On Sunday. Yeah, like this card, like I sided this in, and thankfully I drew it. You know, like I wanna see this a lot more, just because it'll stop things like Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler, Forbidden Droplet, unless they send a trap. and evenly matched, right? So, well, now that we play like more of a heavy hand trap line or real trap lineup, people could be sliding like Harpy Feather Duster or something in against us. So, I mean, Judgment is really good, and I would probably put it at 3. So shout outs, right? Let's make them short and sweet, because this video is pretty long already. Number one shout out to Mr. YG82, who definitely gave me thought processes to this deck, as well as Eddie. You know who you are, Eddie. I appreciate your input as well. But like Mr. YG82 got me on playing ZOODIAC, you know, like he got top 16 the last invitational, which is just awesome. And you know, like I was like, well, man, like if he can top, I can top with this deck, you know, like, and I kind of took it and made it my own. But I appreciate everyone's input, and shout out to y'all for hooking me up with the awesome cards, you know, and and support me all the way, you know what I'm saying? So without getting into all the mushy stuff, thanks to everyone at Locals, you know, for trading me and, you know, just help me get the cards I need to get my first invite. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. And while you're there, please make sure you do turn on that notification bell, so that way you can see whenever I upload new videos, whenever we, you know, get like new deck profiles up, new booster box openings, ban list prediction videos, ban list reaction videos, and so on. So yeah, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, it's your move.